Welcome to Triple M, Marvelous Mischievous Madness. Today we're reviewing a bona fide horror classic and my personal favorite horror film from 1986, David Cronenberg's The Fly. A true masterpiece of the body horror subgenre, this gory and dramatic reimagining of the 1958 film starring Vincent Price was released to both critical and commercial success. When you see the finished product, you can certainly understand why. Starring Jeff Goldblum before he was a know it all scientist posing for dinosaurs, and Gina Davis before she adopted an anthropomorphic talking mouse that sounds eerily similar to Marty McFly. The film is a dramatized romantic tragedy with elements of horror thrown in. More times than not, this formula really doesn't work, but here it works perfectly, thanks in no small part to the perfect balance of drama, romance, and horror. It also helps that the narrative is actually compelling. Simple, but still compelling overall. The acting isn't Academy Award material, but for the genre, it's superb. The special effects and makeup are absolutely breathtaking even to this day. Practical over CG always, at least in my opinion. Cronenberg is a master of gross out gags and metaphorical symbolism within his films. The Fly is no exception. One can definitely see the parallel with the AIDS epidemic at the time, which is another reason the dramatization of the horror works so well, and in the end turns out to be actually quite moving. The pacing is almost perfect throughout. It rarely ever seems too slow or meandering. The characters also seem fleshed out despite the slight runtime, which is no small feat. Just goes to show how fantastic of a writer Cronenberg is. Overall, this movie definitely isn't for everyone, but if you're a horror fanatic, a gorehound, or just love good movies, then this is a must see. I first saw this at an age when I definitely shouldn't have been watching something like it. But regardless, it has stuck with me ever since and continues to remain my overall favorite horror film. And that says a lot, considering the amount of movies I've watched in my lifetime. But I do recommend this classic of the genre and give it an A+. Definitely go out and pick up The Fly from 1986. You won't regret it.